Hey all, my name is Kurt. Here's Trent. Welcome to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar in Trenton. We've got a bare bar top tonight.
That doesn't usually happen, which means I'm in for a treat.
You are in for a treat.
When I plan stuff, it's usually we got stuff out on the bar, we got a blind or something. I know what we're doing, but I also don't. It took me 2 minutes to prepare, and you've been preparing for 2 days.
That's just how I am, though. I'm just weird like that. This is my brainchild, I have to admit it, and I thought it was a cool idea because, honestly, Trent, a lot of people ask me, because we deal with a lot of different allocated bourbons. Sometimes when you get them, you've been getting a lot of stuff here lately, and people ask me, well, what do you drink at home? You can't drink just that stuff.
That's a good question.
Expensive bottles, allocated bottles. You just can't drink that every day. And that's the case. You absolutely do not do that every day. So I thought, and I gave Trenton this little, I gave him I gave him this task.
I didn't do it well.
Well, kids nowadays, they just think they can boom, 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 and get it done. I'm a little older. It takes me a little more time. But I want to give you our 5 favorite whiskeys right now. What we're drinking right now. And I kind of want to revisit that category every once in a while. Yeah. Because it could change for the winter, the spring, different times.
There's so much stuff, and even like low cost, low budget, like that kind of stuff changes for me all the time.
Yes.
Like there's one in my list that next month likely wouldn't be on there.
Absolutely. And so here, just simple enough, our 5 favorite whiskeys. What are we drinking right now? The 5 whiskeys that we're pulling off the shelf more commonly than not.
Yeah.
The only stipulation that I told Trenton, nothing allocated.
That's where you got me.
That's where I know. Nothing allocated, something you can hopefully everybody can find on their shelves, and that's always a tricky thing too. Not everybody can find everything. Yeah. But we're trying to stick with non-allocated.
Well, you know me, on the daily, like I'll polish off a bottle of Pappy 23, a birthday bourbon. I'm getting all the stuff, and I just drink all of it. I don't drink anything but allocated. So this was a tough task. That's a joke, by the way.
Kid needs to be beat down after the show, I think.
People are going to be pounding on my door. You got Pappy 23?
I know, right? Not the case at all. All right, so let's get through this, fairly quickly, Trenton. This is just our top 5 that we're drinking right at the moment. Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
You can go first.
Let's go first.
You came up with the idea.
Hey, and this is going to surprise nobody. And you could tell by even looking at the bottle, right? This is one that I don't know if it'll ever change, to be quite honest with you. Wild Turkey Rare Breed. Look at that bottle.
That's his 10th bottle over the years.
You know what, honestly? No, Trent brings up a good point. That bottle I purchase, I restock more than any bottle I've ever had in the bar. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Without question. I think it probably doubles anything else that I have down here, probably. And he's probably not lying. That's at least it's probably at least 6 or 8 bottles over the last year or two. And Trenton's looks like
Looks like, do you have a backup in the closet?
I do not. Good. We need to do that. Now, I know it has gone up a little bit in price, buddy. It's the low 50s right now. Yeah. But, it's Wild Turkey. It's Rare Breed. And it's the proof point. It's the beautiful flavors. I love the sweetness, a little brown sugar, some tobacco notes. And you know me, I love that, what I call like a burnt toast thing that goes on with that bottle. So that's my first one. What do you got, pal?
My first one, also like a lower budget, I got Knob Creek 9. For me, this bottle, even though it did not do all that great for me in the blind, 20-some bucks. It's a 9-year-old bourbon. It's really incredible for the value that you get for the money. So for me, this was kind of a no-brainer. Yeah. If I'm, like, when I'm done with work at the end of a long night or something, this is ultimately what I will end up getting for like a first, second, third pour kind of thing.
Yeah, you're right on the money there. That's a fabulous buy. Knob Creek 9, you're a good one. All right, buddy, this is one I just pulled off the shelf like 3 weeks ago, maybe something like that. And I just haven't had it in a while. And I was like, it's just become an infatuation here the last couple of weeks. Four Roses Small Batch Select. Non-chill filtered. It is creamy.
That's a good bottle.
It is creamy. The proof point's right. I think it's right around 103, 104 proof, something like that. But what I love in that bottle, honestly, Trenton, is the the beautiful stone fruits that you get in there. Some really nice fruity notes in there that I just love.
And it's what, mid $30, $40? Or am I getting that wrong?
You are. That's okay. That's for the small batch. This is the
small batch select. Okay.
So this one is like $55.
Okay.
Last I checked, anyways.
Okay.
It's between 50 and 60. But I saw it there and I was like, boy, I haven't had that in a while, and yeah, it's really
it's a good bottle.
Yeah. So.
Shoot, for me, second one. This is a new one down here. This is the Frey Ranch. This is not. Is this a 4 grain?
Yes,
this is a 4 grain. You just got this.
I did
not too long ago.
And that is him, and he's not over all the time. It's not often that I like a 4 grain as much as this. This has so much going on, and I know it's like in 2 states that you can get it. So that was my only hang up. I almost didn't put it in here because not everybody's going to be able to come by it. If you have like a relative in one of those states. Well, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
You know, it gets more widespread and people are able to pick it up. I did get quite a bit, to your credit here, I did get quite a bit of feedback when this was included on the one we had about new bottles.
Yeah.
The video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
it's a really good bottle. If you can find one, it's highly recommended. Even though it's a 4 grain, I still think folks that are diehard bourbon fans would really enjoy it.
All right, buddy. My next one, I've got a barrel bourbon here. Now, this is going to surprise you just a little bit.
That is surprising.
And here lately, we've gotten a couple bottles that were given to us by Luxuro, or by Barrell.
By Barrell, yeah.
My apologies. By Barrell. And we also got the Vantage bottle here lately. So I was reorganizing my barrel selection over there on the shelf.
Uh-huh.
And I came across this batch 19. Now, I know this is a little bit of an older batch, but this batch 19, check out that label. 9.5 years. I looked it up. It's like a blend of a 9-year and a 14-year Kentucky and Tennessee whiskey or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, I looked at it and I was like, wow, okay. 9.5 years, because everything right now is like 4 and 5 year blends, and Barrell does a fantastic job. A really good, solid company as far as blenders are concerned, and they're 30, 31, 32, or 31, 32, 33 this year. All of them very good too. Really good. But buddy, I'm gonna tell you something.
Pretty good.
I was like, I'm gonna sip that again. Oh, that's good, man. That stuff is really good. A lot of dark flavors, a lot of richness in there, a lot of molasses, caramel, brown sugar stuff in there. So, yeah, I've been sneaking a few nips of that too here lately.
And I've been impressed
really
with
good.
Barrell's releases this year, so I can't imagine how you double age on one of those.
We'll try this.
I'm going to try that afterwards.
Definitely.
Well, you don't have any ryes in your lineup.
I do not.
And I'm a huge rye fan.
Yes,
and there's 2 that I have up here. This first one is this Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye. This is a company in Indiana, and this is a 2-year rye. When I heard that it was a 2-year rye, my first thought was, oh, this is going to be spicy. But dude, there is something about this bottle that, for me, this is landing easily in my top 5 ryes of this year, and it's only a 2-year. So I can't wait to see what they do with older rye expressions. And there's not a ton of ryes that I've tried that are 2-year that are this good. Maybe with the exception of the Redwood Empire, but that's a 3-year.
I have no idea how they got the raisin notes and different things
I
that's
gotta
in
pour
there.
this now. I don't know how you do it.
It's just, that is a great selection because it is very good rye.
And I have 3 of these at home. I have batch 1, 2, and 3.
So what are you doing drinking mine is what I got to say.
Well, we're on the video and I got to drink it.
All right, well, while you're drinking that, I'll move on to my next one. Ever since we did the double oaked video.
Yep.
You know, the best double oak video thing we did? I can't keep my hands off of this Woodford Reserve double oaked. I just can't. It is just that good. I absolutely love that rich oak note in there. And remember, I'm pretty sure we called it pancakes and syrup.
Yeah.
It's just ever since that video, this is actually the backup that I had for this one that was already out there before. So
and it's half gone.
So it's just, it's definitely one I've been drinking here as of late.
It's an incredible bottle.
Very, very good.
Well, next for me is also gonna. Well, I'll save that rye for last. This next one is the Widow Jane Decadence. It's finished in maple syrup barrels, and oh my god, I have gone really through my bottle in about a month, which is rare for me. I like to kind of nurse my bottles. But there is something special about this one. It's basically like a Belgian waffle in a glass, is how I describe it. And I don't see them all that often. I know they're available in some markets. I don't know if it's considered allocated, but I see them every so often. Yeah. And they're not incredible, or they're not insanely priced. It's like $70, $80. And for me, what you get for that price point is incredible.
Yep.
So I know that there's some folks in our Discord that I've also gotten to try this, and they have the same reaction I do. So if you ever see one of these and you're not a big fan of finished bourbons and you want to try something a little different,
oh my goodness, yes,
you cannot go wrong with that.
Trent, that's one, honestly, I don't know whether to sip on or take a bath in.
I was just going to say that.
I
would
really
bathe in it.
It's just really, really delicious. Deliciously sweet.
Yeah.
All right, for my last bottle, I had to go down a Scotch road because I do like my Scotch as well. I really do.
I know.
I know that hurts your feeling.
It does.
It'll be all right. I absolutely love this Arran 10-year.
I see that. There's like a drop left in the bottom.
I do have a backup in the closet.
Good. Okay.
I got a backup of this one.
Should have known.
This one has become, as far as my Scotch is concerned, what you would refer to as a daily drinker. Of course, I don't have it every day, but I pull this more than not. And it's for a while there I was on the Glenallachie 12, which is also very good. But this bottle, it's non-chill filtered, natural color, which is always a plus. It's the proof point. I'm really getting now where I really love Scotch in that 92 proof point, 46 ABV. Some of the other ones, they get down that lower 40, 42 ABV, and it's just not quite enough. So this sits at 92 proof, non-chill filtered, natural color. It's only a 10-year, but there's still some vibrant flavors in here, man. There's like that trend, that note you would love, that beautiful biscuity malty note in there.
Mm-mm.
Oh, absolutely. And then what really gets you, there's some wonderful orchard fruit notes in here. I mean, honestly, really, really nice. And it also has a little bit of a gentle, that oaky vanilla, kind of gentle, beautiful. This is definitely one I reach for more than not.
That is not one that I reach for.
Can you see that on the camera? I can't even see it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. All right, buddy, go ahead.
For me, last but not least, this is a company that has just kind of just started to get on our radar in terms of like ryes.
Yeah,
and it's,
for sure.
It's Sagamore. They came out with a sherry finish that I can't even put into words how good it is. It's and I say this, and it's going to sound weird, but it's like a dusty berry kind of note, and it's to die for.
Yep.
I have 2 of these at home. They have a port finish coming out at some point, I think, and I'm hoping to pick one of those up. But for me, right now, easily, probably my top 2 ryes that I'm reaching for, and it is a little bit more on the pricier side. It's like $80. But to me, the flavor profile and the complexity that you get, I think this is an 8-year, if I'm right. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. But it's just so good.
Yeah, I can't deny that. That is a beautiful. I'd be shocked if Sagamore Rye didn't make it in one of our top 5 of the year videos in December.
I think they will.
It's really just that good, along with this Arran.
No,
one of the 2.
Yeah, bro. I don't know about that one.
Hey, that's all we have for you today. We had lots of fun with this. If you liked it, like the video, let us know in the comments. Because, to be honest, this is just good fun for us. It answers a lot of questions that you have. What are we drinking? What do we normally pull off the shelf? So, that changes a little bit, as you said. As time goes on, we can do a few here and there.
Yeah, and let us know what you reach for on a daily basis in the comments. I'd be really interested to see the different amounts of bourbons, whether it be a rye, a bourbon, a whiskey, a scotch, whatever you reach for on a daily basis. Let us know. Maybe your top 5 even. I'd be interested to read those.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. All right, that's all we have for you today. Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate you all. We say it a lot, but we mean it a lot, so we appreciate you. As always, please drink responsibly. It's very important to the show. And then we'll see you next time right down here with him and I in a good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.